You're watching WCSD from Callaway County High School.
This week on LakerTV, the sequel to Logan's Car Tips. A story of a strenuous experience and how a Laker fights back to what she hopes will be a normal life. And what do you want for Christmas? Lava Claus finds out. All of this coming up next on LakerTV.
Hello, Laker Nation, and a Merry Christmas to all of you. We hope you've enjoyed the last week of your semester.
Absolutely. I don't know about you, Brian, but it's a relief to almost be done with all these finals.
Well, our viewers can rest easy knowing that we've got quite a show for them today. So let's get to it.
Well, if it was a new yearbook you were wanting this Christmas, your wishes came true this week. The Laker yearbook staff was busy the last few days handing out the 2013-2014 yearbooks to the students who had ordered one. Meanwhile, the staff is also busy these days designing the next edition of yearbooks for the current school year.
This year, 2 of our classmates qualified for the All-State Band. In February, James Harrison and Gideon Miller will be performing with some of the top musicians in the state at the Kentucky Center for the Performing Arts in Louisville. Sorry, we were unable to get a photo of James, but Laker TV wants to congratulate both of them on their selection to the KMEA All-State Honor Ensemble.
Many students are still wondering what career they want to pursue in the future. Recently, FFA gave Delissa Green, Audrey Harper, Kelsey Eels, and Lauren Eastwood the opportunity to compete in a Vet Tech video contest. Reporter Cassidy Mitchell has the story.
Good girl. Let's check her feet real quick, make sure there's no tears in her padding.
We spent a lot of time at the Westside Vet Clinic, and so we used their facilities to help film the video, and it was really beneficial to have the actual vet clinic in order to have a place for the receptionist and the tables for the dog, and also the vet tech lab.
And also the vets there, like Dr. Thomas and Dr. Eastwood, are really helpful. They spend a lot of extra time teaching us like the different math conversions and how to properly restrain the animals and all of the other processes that we had to do in the video and we have to do in the contest. We looked over the CD that we've had, and it had all the PowerPoints with all the breeds. And so
we have 2 parts that we have to do before the contest. The video is a part that we have to record before the contest and just also just know the scenario and be able to do that.
Attention student drivers. Is your vehicle ready for the winter days ahead? Producer Logan Fry is back again this week on Laker TV with more car care tips that might save you trouble down the road. What the heck was up with you?
Today we're going to look at the battery because it can also take a heavy toll during these winter months. Batteries can be a bit pricey, but you definitely get what you pay for. Some interesting numbers you need to look at when you're shopping for a new battery or if you're looking to replace the one you currently have are your cold cranking amps and your cranking amps at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And no matter how well you trust your battery, it's always a good idea to have a pair of jumper cables in your car, just in case. You need to check your tires in the winter months because the pressure in these typically tend to drop in the winter months. You need to make sure that it stays up to the PSI recommended by the manufacturer of your vehicle. I'll check it right now.
Speaking of winter, now that cold weather is here, most people's outfits are gradually changing from flip-flops to Uggs, from tank tops to sweaters. So is your wardrobe up to date? Here's our fashionista, Tanner Robertson, with what's trending this winter in the fashion world.
Fashion is one of the things that's constantly changing and is sometimes hard to keep up with. But we're here to show you a couple of things that are in for the winter season this year, which are combat boots, Vans, Nike sweatpants for boys, Ugg boots, sweaters, and other accessories. B Global Fashion Network says that gold is always in style for going out with some friends, and sportswear is always a way to go when you want to be casual. For Laker TV, I'm Tanner Robertson.
How would you gauge your art skills? Do you struggle to draw a stick man? Or can you draw objects that look three-dimensional with realistic shadowing? That's what CCHS art students were learning recently how to do in Miss Sandy Sasso's class. Producers Amber Boren and Deanna Rodman have the story.
How do you put a 3D still life object on 2D paper using pastels? That's what Miss Sasso's Art 2 and 3 students in her third block class are working on. They started their still life drawing in late October and spent a couple weeks on it.
The objective is really to learn how to see. It's a classic way to teach drawing. I set up still lifes, meaning objects that are not going to move. I put fabric behind them because that's part of the composition, and then the students draw.
This side's kind of weird.
Right.
In Art 2 and 3, we've been learning how to put a 3D object into 2D perspective, which is called a still life. The most difficult part on drawing the still life would be the pastels, because they get everywhere and it's very hard to clean off when you make a mistake.
For LakerTV, this is Amber Boren.
Hey, there's still a lot more to come here on LakerTV, the Christmas special. In just a few moments, we'll share Emma Warren's journey to get back to the classroom. As you're about to find out, it's been a tough year for the Laker Junior.
And right around the corner, my friend Brian here makes an appearance in a special LakerTV digital short. So hold on to your mistletoe, we'll be right back.
Hey, Brian. What are you doing for Christmas break?
Oh, you know, the usual.
Merry Christmas, Brian.
Oh, look. Plenty of presents under the tree this year. I love you too, Red Solo Cup.
Hey, Brian, why don't you use that cup?
It's what I expected.
Depression affects everyone. Remember to be kind to everyone this Christmas.
You can view Laker TV and Callaway Live events on our website at CallawayLive.com and follow us on Twitter to receive programming alerts at Callaway Live. That's Laker TV at Callaway Live.
In a given year, 70,000 Americans will develop a tumor in their brain. One of those happens to be CCHS junior Emma Warren, who underwent brain surgery over fall break and still has not been able to come to school since. And while many of us are looking forward to getting away from school for Christmas break, Emma is just looking forward to coming back in January.
You get up, you don't know what kind of day you're going to have. It might be a good day, it might be a bad day, and then there's those days where you just might not get out of bed because you're in so much pain. It all started on September 21st. I was in Paris playing a soccer game. There was a girl a few feet in front of me, and she kicked me in the head with the ball. I went down and started throwing up on the field, and my parents came and dragged me off. We got in the car and we drove to Murray.
After some testing, the doctors sent Emma to the Bonner Hospital in Memphis so she could have brain surgery. There, a specialist removed a tumor about the size of a lemon.
I stayed a week at La Bonner, and we came back home on October 14th. And now is December. I didn't know so many people knew me or cared about me because they put me on prayer chains, and I mean, it's incredible how many people will just come into your needs when something's wrong. I want to see all my friends and teachers and just get back on my normal routine and do everything a normal student does.
If you have a friend who is homebound or will be isolated for an extended time, Emma recommends that you simply show them that you care. You can call them, visit them, or put them in a prayer chain. It's important to know that there are people out there who care about you. When Emma returns in January, she will return as a champion, and we're looking forward to having her back with us.
Even though we've moved into the digital age, Edutopia estimates that the average American school uses approximately 250,000 pieces of paper per school year. Here at our school, we have a group of students who are trying to recycle some of that paper to be reused again. Let's check in with reporter Kevin Robertson to find out more.
Once a week, Miss Robertson's functional math and English class goes out all over the school and gathers up all the recycled paper.
I think the recycling project is an important part of learning to be a member of the community. And with students with disabilities, a lot of times the school is their community, and so we try to do our part to help.
Mackenzie Henson is an aide who was asked to help out in the class. Mackenzie went one day to try it out and has been going ever since.
Well, I really enjoyed it. I liked working with the kids. They enjoyed working with me. I think I've become attached to all the kids in there, and I just don't want to leave.
So, what happens with all the paper after they recycle it? They put it in a storage room, and when the room is full, they call Callaway County Jail to come pick it up. The proceeds go to the Family Resource Center. For Laker TV, I'm Kevin Robertson.
Recycling paper products not only saves trees, it greatly reduces the amount of waste going into our nation's landfills. One study reports that each ton of recycled paper can save 17 trees, 380 gallons of oil, 4,000 kilowatts of energy, and 7,000 gallons of water.
Every year in Kentucky, hundreds of teachers retire from the classroom. So where do their replacements come from? Well, they come from places like the College of Education at Murray State University, where the next generation of teachers are preparing themselves for the classroom. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at a student teacher who spent the last several weeks in a CCHS English class.
Help, they murdered Caesar. How's this an example of dramatic irony?
Well, I've always loved English, and I had a teacher in 5th grade who absolutely inspired me and kind of turned my life around in terms of education. And I think it's important for every young adult to have that kind of a role model.
Danielle Geyer is a student teacher this semester at Callaway High in Miss Herndon's sophomore English class. She says it was one of her teachers that inspired her to become a teacher herself.
Yes, so that's a lot like...
My passion for English and for literature just coupled perfectly with my desire to teach and to help kids have a role model in their life. Power that words can have over people and over our nation, and I just think it's important for students to understand how beautiful our language is, because we live in a world where we're shortening our language and where we just abbreviate it and we change it so much, but there's truly a beauty behind the English language.
After she completes her Murray State University requirements for student teaching, she plans on going back home to Illinois to find a job teaching closer to home. For Laker TV, I'm Nick Amaro.
By the way, Danielle Geyer was named this semester's Outstanding Senior Woman at Murray State University. She spoke at the recent mid-year graduation ceremony at MSU, and she tells us that she'll be heading back to her home state of Illinois to start looking for her first teaching job. Good luck, Miss Geyer.
Well, he's back and more jolly than ever. This year's Laker TV staff member, Halava Claus, went around the school asking you what you wanted for Christmas. And some of your responses were interesting, to say the least.
Ho, ho, ho. I hope y'all missed me. Now it's time to see what all the good boys and girls want for Christmas.
Hey Grant, what would you like for Christmas?
Oh, I want a horsey and a plastic rocket and world domination, and that's all.
Clothes, that'll be good. iPhone cases, you know.
Mr. King, what would you like for Christmas?
Peace on earth and goodwill toward men.
Maybe a dope bite for a little.
Hey Kayla, what do you want for Christmas?
Fame, fortune, and world peace.
That's spectacular.
I want nothing. What?
She won't lay down.
I want a magical unicorn pony. That's what I want for Christmas.
I want a dinosaur. I'd really like a dinosaur.
Like for Christmas?
A lawnmower. Cause I like lawnmowers. Smartphone. A smartphone.
White biscuits. What would you like for Christmas?
Everything.
What would you like for Christmas?
A pony. And a new saddle.
A good day. I don't know.
Megan, what would you like for Christmas?
My 2 front teeth.
What would you like for Christmas, little boy?
I want a fire truck.
A fire truck.
Yes, sir.
Why a fire truck?
I like the color red.
Thank you for that, Mr. Claus. Anyways, it's been a great first semester, and we just want to say thank you to all of you for being awesome.
Yeah, we've had a blast anchoring for all of you, and we hope that you have a nice and safe Christmas. We'll see you right back here in 2 weeks.
Wait, Jake, I've just got breaking news that it appears to be snowing outside right now. Do you think they will close school early?
Well, I'd like them to. It looks like it's sticking to the sidewalk, but officials tell us that the buses will definitely still run at their regular scheduled time.
Well, Merry Christmas to one and to all.
And have a Happy New Year.